Hi, it's Paul Augustine, your expert in all things real estate. You can also find us online at theaugustineteam.com. In this video, we're going to be talking about crossing the bridge from renting to owning, and specifically, how do you decide where to live? And I think there are three key factors that sort of go into this, or three tips, let's put it that way. The first tip would be to consider what you want your lifestyle to look like. Secondly, how important is it to you to be living within a reasonable proximity to work? And then finally, considering maybe more affordable options that are on the fringes of some of the areas you've considered looking at. So let's start with talking about lifestyle. This is something that I advise people on all the time. Take a look not only at the number of beds, baths, square feet, whether or not the master has a walk-in closet, and what architectural style of home you want. Those are all important factors, but start thinking outside of the four walls and the yard that you're purchasing, and think about, what do you enjoy doing with your leisure time? Do you like going out to restaurants? Do you like riding your bike, and do you want to have those kind of opportunities near you? Do you want to have parks or playgrounds nearby for the kids to enjoy on the weekends? Really think through the leisure things that you either are centric to your lifestyle now, or that you want to be once you do buy a home, and start exploring different areas if you're not familiar with what options you might have, well before you actually physically go and start looking at houses. Go out on the weekends to dinner somewhere in a town that you're not familiar with, that you thought you might be interested in, and see how you feel about the vibe there. Start to explore that ahead of the game. It can really help you narrow your focus a bit. My second point is considering what kind of proximity you want to be in within work. So first of all, how long are you going to be working where you're working right now? Is this a long-term thing? Do you see yourself going into a different line of work or working at a different location? If having a quick commute to and from work is important to you, you do need to consider that. I know that a lot of people nowadays are trying to get within reasonable proximity to regional rail if they're working downtown, and that is a great idea, because I think that as time goes on, the marketability of properties that are within close, either walking or short driving distance to transportation forms like that it's going to be a plus to have that type of feature. So think through that a little bit. Finally, the last point I would make is that you really do want to take a look at maybe some affordable options on the fringes of areas that you consider. So what I mean by this is, and this might be something that you lean into, a local real estate agent that really knows the market well, to kind of get some suggestions from them. But you may have core areas that you've either grown up in or that are really close to work that you know for a fact you would definitely want to look at. There may be more affordable options in the next town over, or just a few minutes away. So don't turn a blind eye to those kind of things. There might be opportunities out there that are on the fringes that you haven't considered. Talk to friends who live in areas that you may be considering. See what they think about it, and go from there. So be sure to share this information with your friends, and also make sure you subscribe to our channel. Look for other videos on the topic of crossing the bridge from renting to owning.
For that?
Cinematic gold.